So my family was born in Switzerland, but they were living in Germany before the Second World War. And there's a group of artists, and they decided they wanted to escape Europe. And they heard Alaska was giving away land for free, to anybody that just promised to go up there and not die for a whole winter. So they thought that sounded good, and they sent a scout up named Yule to find some property. He stowed away in some warships, and it's an incredible story how he ended up there, but he ended up hiking over the hardened glacial ice field with a ladder on his back, and he would set the ladder down, whenever there was a crevice and walk across it and keep going. It took him 2 years, but he found a place in Homer, Alaska, and he sent word back to everybody in Europe, but by this time people had moved on with their lives. The war had just started, people scattered, people couldn't get visas, except for one woman. She was a poet and an aspiring opera singer, and she decided to give up her dreams and electricity and cars and all those things and moved to Alaska, where there was nothing, no roads yet, no electricity, it was just raw wilderness. And she got off the boat, and he handed her flowers, and they had 8 children up there. And my grandmother, they only ate what they could kill or can. And the women I was raised with, all my aunts, are incredibly strong women. They all can shoe their own horses and fall their own trees and make their own homes, and are very capable women. And they all sing. All my aunts and uncles are very talented. And my dad, I guess, is the one that sort of picked up where his mom left off. He became a professional musician and made several records and was about to try and go national when my mom left. And so he gave up his dreams of being a famous singer and moved us to the homestead, and he raised us. And I guess I picked up where he left off. And my grandmother did live to see me become successful. She took me aside with tears in her eyes and said it was worth it to have given up her dreams to see them come true for me, which is such an amazing sacrifice. I wrote this for my father and for my grandmother as a thank you, and I dedicate it to all of your families, because we all have amazing stories, and we all have family who sacrificed so much for us.
Flowers in his hands. The man she would marry was as hard as the mountains. She had 8 children in a log cabin. Soon I'd be another star in this family's constellation, a land of the midnight sun, searching for gold. I am my father's daughter, he has his mother's eyes. I am a product of her sacrifice. I am the accumulation of the dreams of generations, and their stories live in me like holy water. have my grandma's eyes, and I am the product of such sacrifice. I am the accumulation of the dreams of generations, and their stories live in me like holy water. I am my father's daughter. I am my father's daughter.
Thank you.